What is up, everybody? My name is Sheep Squad, aka Chad. Um, I have two builds for the 3.4 expansion of Path of Exile, the Delve League. Uh, the new passive tree just came out for Path of Building, and I thought I would go ahead and experiment with some new builds. Now, looking at the patch notes, two main things that came into my mind was minions and poison. They talked about those two things a lot. So I have two builds here, a Necromancer Reeve and a Molten Strike Poison Assassin. So for the most part, Path of Building is pretty much up to date. The only things that they don't have that I've seen is Herald of Purity and Herald of Agony, which are going to be in here, but as of right now, I've just used Herald of Ash in the meantime, because I suspect that's what the DPS will be around too. So let's start with my Necromancer rebuild. Now, I was curious in the fact that, well, I guess curious isn't really the right word. I want to say I was skeptical about this build because I first made this build before the 3.4, and the fact that I would have to get the Scourge Claw in order for this build to work. Well, 3.4 came around and they completely made that unique obsolete. So it's now on the passive tree. Not only that, we also have attack speed. It's going to be pretty absurd. So basically, AoE, life leech, and basically build for claws, which is over here, and then minions, which is over here, and then life, which is down here. Now Reap doesn't have the best attack speed, so you want to pretty much get as much attack speed as possible. The highest that I can, I've got it up to 15 attack rate, but 13.51 just seems comfortable in the fact that it doesn't take away from my life, and because I always try to shoot for 6k life for every build that I do. So my skills, Vol Reeve and Reeve, same thing. Multi-strike, Conk effect, which I'll just swap that out for increased AoE. Let's go ahead and do that. Increase AoE. AoE status 77. That's actually pretty huge. And with the Carcass Jack, 81. I'm going to be clearing things before they even see me. It's going to be absurd. Yeah, but just for a boss fight, just swap the two and you're pretty much set. Tentacle Whip, just ignore that. Assassin's Mark will be my curse, since I'll be trying to go as high crit as possible. Some buffs, Ice Golem for the crit chance, Blood Rage for the frenzy charges and attack speed, and Ancestral Protector for even more attack speed and a little bit more help. I'm going to use Vol Haste, Hatred, and Purity, Herald of Purity. I don't know how I always get those two, because it's based physical damage. It'll be amazing. So I'm just using Herald of Ash in the meantime. Cast for taking damage with Desecrate and Flesh Offering. Now with the offerings, you can already tell my Ascendancy. Let me just get these away. Get the little things. There we go. Go for Commander of Darkness for the resistances, increased damage, and attack speed. Nice. Doing that just mainly for the minion damage, because there's really not other things I can take. Because these just plain don't affect me. Mistress of Sacrifice, my offerings affect me, but they're at 50% reduced. Increased damage if I've consumed a corpse, which is why I'm combining the two. And increased skill effect duration, which is nice. Attack speed, if me or my minions have killed recently, which is going to be all the time. Uh, and then more minion damage if you used a minion skill recently. So, yeah, when my flesh offering procs, it's going to hurt whoever I'm trying to attack. High crit chance, resistances is the main goal. Probably is not really important. But this is probably going to be either my league starter. Most likely it will be my league starter. Yeah. This is the DPS with Reeve. I'm running out of things to really talk about. Vol Reeve, it's pretty insane. My life leech is going to be pretty insane because using the Blood Seeker, ignore my speech impediment. Gonna use a stat stick if possible for the meantime. I guess just like hosts a day since they're kind of cheap. But that would make me do more. Get even more. It's gonna be absurd. Carcass Jack for high tier maps, and you know, I'm gonna try and go for a Lore Reeve when I'm fighting Shaper for the 80% resistances. Bone Helmet for the increased minion damage. Grip of the Council going to be replaced with Tomb Fist. Don't know why that was. Yeah, Tomb Fist is a lot better. Joel's going to prioritize blinding people on a hit just to help me not get one shot. Boots, you know, just life leech crit chance. Marker the Elder. I'm going to do that just for the increased attack damage, and then the other one is a curse one hit thing, so I'm gonna try and hit that. Taste of Hate, Lions War. It's gonna be a sort of expensive build, but you gotta min-max your build to get the best DPS possible, and with endless scaling, it's gonna be amazing. So that's that one. Molten Assess. This is gonna be my other build that I plan on doing this league. Basically, think of when you attack with Molten Strike, what comes out? The 3 projectiles. So you can add things like Wildfire to increase the projectiles. You can get the enchant to add increase in projectiles, and you can add greater multiple projectiles. So you can think that I'm going to have as many projectiles as possible, right? Well, you're right. And I have a very high chance to poison. If you come in here, 100% chance between the Wasp Nest, the Assassin's class, and I forgot what else. This thing. These. Oh, I don't even have these unlocked. What? What? Alright, life can go away. Life's really not that important. Alright. So, yeah, so everything that I do is going to poison on hit. With all the projectiles in point blank range, not really a lot of AoE, my balls are going to hit them no matter what, and it's going to stack insane stupid amount of poison, which I gain for each poison. If mouse would fucking stay, it inflicts maim on them, increased crit chance, more damage, and I recovered my life back for every poison back. I'm sorry. Phase acrobatics and acrobatics to help me stay alive. Gonna get some block chance just because physical damage is hurt. As you can see, my life is gonna be not the best thing, but you know, things won't really last that long. So Molten Strike, greater multiple projectiles, Multi-strike, deadly elements, melee fizz, and added chaos will be for my single target. Swap these out, and that will be my AoE clear. My DPS is pretty absurd for weapons and things like that. Wasp nests, like Kosade, because I want all my hits to hit, all my balls to hit. Just did that for the attack speed, crit chance, and life. Plus, it's going to be really easy to get that enchant. That way, it's not that expensive. I'm going to go for a Dendra bait. It's going to be kind of hard for the 3 off colors that I'll have. Trying to get some things with life gain on hit. That's going to be the goal. As much life gain on hit, because for each balls that come in, there's going to be a lot of balls. I'm going to be getting that life on hit. So, just basically go for increased damage over time. Rumi's Concoction, high block chance, Adziri's Promise, Sin's Rebirth, and this is a pretty interesting, unique Diamond Flask, because really I didn't think there was a lot of in fact, I didn't think there was a unique Diamond Flask, but this fits perfectly with this build, and it really adds all the damage too. It makes it so where my average damage isn't the best, but it increases my damage over time. Yeah, I'm gonna have a pretty good life leech, life gain on hit, mana leech. I'm gonna have a high chance to dodge attacks, a high block chance, so it's gonna be very hard to hit me. Spells, it's gonna be alright, but that's what resistances are for. Alright, we have temporal chains for the protection and the increased damage over time, because if I type in curse, temporal chains just does the best, so it's going to help me a lot. Blood Rage for frenzy charges, Vol haste, Lightning Golem for attack speed, blind, fortify. It sounds like a pretty good build to me. My poison damage is going to be, it's almost 2 million damage for my poison. Their health is about to go, and yeah. So those are my 2 builds that I have saved up, that I'm going to use for the 3.4 expansion. If you want to see me on play these builds, or come visit me on Twitch, I will post that in the description below. Shut the fuck up. Stop. Yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you much for watching, and good day.